Hello and welcome back. As you can see, I have a table full and all these plants down here. I have been given these plants so that I have saved a huge amount of money, and I've also had some of the plants that I've been on my wish list as well. So I've had some poppies, a lovely salvia. I did fancy this one the other day in the Botanic Garden, so it's nice to have that one. I've had these cute little pink geum plants. These were going kind of crazy actually. We pulled these ones up from the pathway because they'd kind of started to take over. A lupin plant. I've also had this lovely white hydrangea. Most of my hydrangeas are the pink and the blue variety, so it's quite nice to have the white one. And also I've had this geranium here. I think, is it an apple? Yeah, apple blossom. So it's got the white with a sort of little pale pink around the edges. So as you can see, I've got a whole stack of plants, and some of these plants have been on my wish list that I've wanted to plant in the garden as well. So today is the huge task of sorting out all these plants. So if I had to buy these in the garden centre, I don't know how much. It would have been well over £100, probably £200 to be honest. So I'm so happy and excited to have all these plants to put into the garden. Now I've got a raised bed which I want to fill today, so we made that a few weeks ago. I'm so behind on everything, but that's what I'm going to do today. And also one of the plants that I've been after this year is the astilbe, so I've got a pink and a white one, so I'm really excited to put those in the ground as well. It's quite a big clump actually. This was dug up from the ground, so we'll see how. I've got to kind of find some space now for all these plants. Yeah, there's plenty to do, so if you want to stick around, kind of see a planting and tidying up video, then this is the place to be today. So I think the first thing I want to do is maybe to plant the raised beds. So I'm going to get some cardboard, wet it, and then I've bought all my compost from Lidl. So I think I've got about 6 bags. I don't know if that's going to fill it. We'll see how we go. So I'm just going to go and get some of these bits together. Right, so I found an old TV box, and it's actually, look, it's filled the space perfectly. So I'm just going to wet the cardboard and fill this area up. So there we have it. That's taken 6 40-litre bags from Lidl to fill up the entirety of the bed. So now I'm going to have a little look. Ooh, what have I just eaten? Probably some soil. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at what plants I've got to put in there now. Right, I was just having a little look through my seeds, and I was thinking I might just start off this area. I've got some bits there like the Brussels sprouts, but I thought I'll try in the corner here. I'll try and put some carrots. I've got the ones, ooh, the ones that I bought from Poundland, so I'll just maybe try these on the corner. I had some marigolds, so I'm going to sort of plant some. I've got full plants, so I'm going to plant these in the bed as well. Right, so for now, look how dirty my hand is. Right, I'm not going like this. Right, so for now I finished doing that bed. I've put some hoops over it and some netting to protect it for now. What I've done now is just plant the astilbe in here. It's looking a bit floppy. It'll need a really good watering in. And now I'm going to cut back the spirea here because this is finished flowering. And as you can see, it's gone a bit crazy and it's a bit heavy. So I'm going to chop this back now. This is day 2 of me clearing the garden and cutting things back and also planting the majority of those plants that I had. So as you can see here, I've chopped down the bay tree. It was huge. I had to get back on top of it because it was growing really, really tall. And I've also cleared space down below here. So I'm going to move my potted cordyline. It's grown into like a tree version, but I think it's just getting stunted in the pot and it's getting very dry on the tips of the edges. So what I'm going to do now is maybe transfer that into the space that I've cleared there to sort of fill in the gap here. So here it is. As you can see, some of the leaves are getting very brown and there's a lot of new growth on the bottom, so I'm wondering if I can take those off and pot them up and then keep this just here. So I'm going to go and dig a hole for it at the moment. As you can see, I've just pulled that out of the pot and the roots are really getting a bit root bound on the bottom there, so it's just as well I'm putting it in a new home. Right, so this is the cordyline after I planted it into the ground, so hopefully this will do a little bit better now. I had to clear a lot through the roots because there was some from the other plants that were growing on top. They'd sort of worked their way right through the root system, so I did do a lot of clearing on that, but they were very dry and I had to soak the roots for ages. Also here's the hydrangea. I've put this in a pot here with 2 of the other plants, as you can tell, so that's finished here. As you can see, this clematis has gone a bit crazy as well, so I'm going to chop this one back. And the same here, I'm going to trim this as well. As you can see, I've chopped the bushes, and the next thing I need to do now is mow the overgrown lawn again. Right, so this is day 3 of putting the plants in and tidying the garden. I'm just showing you my hand to show you I should have worn gloves really, because I've really scraped the edge of my knuckles there and my nails have got absolutely filthy. So next time I should wear gloves more. I don't know why I didn't. It was just really warm and it's actually cooled down a bit. But I know that the weather's going to get really hot on the weekend. So I just want to show you the update of everything that I have planted out, and let's have a little look around the garden now. I'm going to start here because I've actually planted my hibiscus plant. That's something I've had in a pot since I bought last year. That's gone into the ground finally. So here we are, here's the hydrangea. This is fully in bloom now, and there's the spirea after I cut it back. Now the plants I don't think I really showed you properly, and the pink astilbe, as you can see, some of the leaves aren't doing too well. I think the roots were a bit small on some of them, but I am hoping it is going to recover because we've got the poppy here, and then I had 2 versions of the salvia, and as you can see, this one is called Hot Lips. And then this astilbe, the white one, this looks a lot healthier, so hopefully they'll both recover a bit more. The little pink geum isn't doing too well at the minute. I hope that's going to recover. It did have very small roots again. And then, what was this one? I can't remember the label on that one. I'll have to look that one up. A few things that I've still got left to plant. I've still got the Mexican fleabane left to plant. And then this little one here, it says it's a galandria, so I've got that to plant as well. I think I've still got some spare. I can't remember the name of that one. And I did have the coriander, but that got completely eaten by a slug, so that was a bit of a disaster for me. So this was the finished bed. I transferred the hoops from the other bed onto this one for now, and remember I planted some carrots in the corner there. Then I've also done some more butterheads, lettuce, and goodness me, I think it was coriander. So I think I also did some coriander as well. So the sprouts, the Brussels sprouts, they're on the end. As you can see, I did mow the lawn, so this is looking a lot tidier since I cut back the bushes. We've also, the kids have also been playing on the swing ball there as well, so that looks a lot neater. So I spent a lot of my time yesterday repotting and sorting out all the pots around this part of the garden. So as you can see, I didn't realise actually, because I picked up another one of the pineapple plants and I forgot that this one has actually gone crazy in this pot. Let's have a little look around here. So I have repotted this alströmera, and I've also added some of the lupins. I think 3 plants are in there as well. This area I did add the osteospermum there. I don't know what the little purple one is in here. And also my angel wings, I don't know if this is going to work because the rest of the plant I'd lost, and I've just cut those and put them straight into the ground, so I'm hoping that they're going to come back. This one I've repotted, and this was one of the pots that had the tulips, and what I've done, the salvia came back in here, but I've just had the pelargonium as well, so I've added that to the pot. So this pot used to have the large rosemary bush in it, but what I've done is moved the apple blossom geranium and this purple lupin, I can't remember the name of this one, I'll have to look this up again, and then also this other salvia as well I've put into this pot. I think this one looks really nice. This is mainly my herb area, so I have got a few other plants there. You can see there's a climbing rose, and some of these are coming to the end. The chives have come to the end of their, they've just got seed heads now. But apart from the flowers that I've put in the end there, and the parsley is flowering as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that look around the garden, seeing all the little different jobs I've been tackling over the last couple of days. Still so much to do, plenty of weeds to sort out. That is the major thing I really need to focus on next. My video coming out on Friday is filmed at the British Garden Centre, and I'm thinking I might need to split this one up into two because there was so much to see there. I hadn't been to this store for a long time, but because I was down in the area, I did sort of do a lot of filming, so I think that will probably work best as a Friday and a Sunday video as well, so I hope you'll join me for that one. Like I say, it's so much still to do, and what I'm going to do is leave you on some of the things that are fruiting in the garden. So I've got some, what have I got? So I've got some black currants, some raspberries, some strawberries, and a couple of blueberries, but I've been eating most of them, but I haven't had many of them this year. It's all leaves and not enough fruit on that plant. So thank you for joining me, and take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.